Hi everyone. So I am level 4 on this character. This is my honor mode character. And I've managed to get her to level 4 with not a whole lot of fighting at this point. I did make a mistake, and I'll post that video. I did post that video where I fought the harpies too early, and I also didn't silence them. That's a big mistake. So I was overconfident, basically. I took alert instead of the archery bonus. I figure I can pick up the archery bonus. I forget what it's called exactly, but I figure I can pick that up later. For me, I think it's more important to get alert and be like the first to act, and that gives you kind of damage potential. So that's me. Other people disagree, and but there's always room for disagreement in Baldur's Gate 3 and D&D. So I've rescued Volo. I've gotten this Lovitar's love thing. That's also something you can get in the Goblin Camp. Obviously, I've done the Goblin Camp, and I killed the Priestess Gut. And sorry, I didn't tape that. That was and unfortunately that happens sometimes. In honor mode, I can't go back and replay it, but I have a character that I'm leveling up in tandem with this one, so I can do fights ahead of hand, since this is my first honor run. And actually, it's not I've done some others, but basically got wiped at like level 2. So now I'm up to level 4. What I've done is I followed a guide that basically can get you up to level 6 by avoiding conflict entirely. So I have not done that. I've killed the priestess, and the way I did that was once the party is broken up, I stealthed in. But anyway, I'll post a video about that. And that's going pretty well. I saved Volo. I'm about to talk to him about that. I don't think we get any XP out of it. I've saved Scratch too. Yay!
My good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
And I'm also running out of cash. So I've gone around the Goblin Camp where there's lots of stashes. I'm sure there are guides to that online. And I've pulled as much cash as I can out of that. And I'm about to get this buff from Volo, which seems counter to the story, if I could just editorialize here a little bit. Because who would let anyone do this? I'm just, our character is supposed to be smarter than this, but no, it gets you a buff that is pretty handy. So you should know at this point that there are spoilers coming, of course. And I'm just going to have him do it.
Holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod.
And this will give me an eye so I can see invisible things. And I'll just endure this.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needles.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more...
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Never allow a bard to do eye surgery.
Cold metal presses against tap.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter up. I agree.
Notice all my companions disapprove.
Threat.
He pauses.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please.
And here's what we want. Again, kind of Yeah, one of those weird things in a
I'm
story
sure
that
terribly sorry, my friend.
doesn't really seem to fit in with your character, who frankly should be smart enough not to let somebody jab something into their eye, but that's just me. So see, you get the buff C invisibility, just in case you don't know. I'm going to replace Gale in my team. I've been using Gale and Astarion interchangeably, depending upon the situation.
I heard last night's little unpleasant. Well, of course I can't summon wolves or turn to mist like a true vampire. As for my other quirks, well,
Well,
For his sake, he best not develop an appetite.
there now. Shall we go? There's a long day.
Okay, and now we're going to go kill stuff. And I will end this video here. This is just kind of like I'm at level 4. Actually, let's do some killing in the... Let's go kill the... let's go kill the Hobgoblin and the ogre. Because I have not done that yet. That's another thing about when you're doing honor mode. Don't be afraid to just jump around. You do one part of an area first and do some of the easy stuff, then go and do some of the hard stuff when you feel you're capable of doing it. And we're going to leave camp. Oh, actually I need to replace Gale.
to think, Gale's had this devastation.
Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days.
Perhaps if you lost a follower or two. Well, in that.
All right. So here we go. Yeah, I think I've done most of the stuff here. Yeah, we're going to go kill the ogres. Most of the stuff I need to do. At this point, I need cash.
Read if you must, Astarion. Give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
And I've already killed most
I do
of
so
the...
very like spicy food.
most of the goblins here. I've also killed the ogres. Unfortunately, my conversation with them did not go very well. The best way, but they recognize me as a drow, so let's put my disguise back on. And the way to do this, if you want to just kill the ogres, is get up on the roof, because they're very small. I'm very slow, not small, and you will cut them down basically before they get up there. I recommend doing killing what's his name here? Lump. Killing Lump first, because he's the only one with spells. It'll take them 2 or 3 turns to get up on the roof with you, so that's a lot of hits, and that's the best way to kill them. So let's go kill our ogres. We hope. Let's not. We're level 4 now. I really hope we don't wipe. And I have not done the spiders yet. I think I'm going to watch a couple of videos about that, because I think that they could be troublesome. And don't be afraid to use stealth, as I've learned. So, by the way, in this case, it would seem to make no difference. I've done this a couple of times trying to stealth in, but the ogres seem to see almost everybody, I think.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick, then a low moan. So,
Leave it.
Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience.
What the hell are you doing?
And yes, I wanted to join the fun.
Ruined.
Don't disturb a half ogre in the making.
Let's find some prey.
Yep. I should have tested that first. Now I want to get Boots here first. I have a disadvantage against her. So that's Hamstringer. And I made him lucky. There we go. Now I would move the Starion out of the way. Alright.
Blood comes easy these days.
Put our Hunter's Mark on. And hit her with the grasping arrow. And this way you get to see some of the arrows you can use as an arcane archer. Very cool class. I really like it. And again, luck of the round. Oh yeah, I've got the what do you call them? The illicit boost right now. So we're gonna hit her again. Not need to move forward. Attack goes. There we go. She's almost done now. Move
Have to keep
around. I try to keep away from them. I think both of these have very strong melees. Oh, it doesn't look like everybody has their 8 on. You see all these things that you got to pay attention to. Could cost you in the game, but I think we're okay now. And there we go.
I'll rip you apart.
And I like to use the hammer a lot. Sometimes I like to use other things for reach. The hammer will daze your enemies.
Get out! Out!
Oh, see what I mean? He's got a big hit.
I will not know fate.
Yeah, take that. Wow, poor Shadowheart. There we go, we're all done.
And an
So
ogre.
that's the ogre and the
Let's just put this
Hobgoblin.
behind us. Far behind us.
Okay, let's put 8 on everybody. How's that sound? First of all, we're going to rest, get Shadowheart back up.
A welcome rest.
And thanks for joining me. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to go next. I might assassinate most of the outliers in the goblin camp. Might also go up to Joaquin Rest, because you could get some XP out of that, but I would want to do the Knoll first, because there's an option with the trader there where he'll open up his inventory to friendly people, and that will give you access to a bow called I think it's called Titan something or another, but anyway, Titan Drawstring. That is a very powerful bow for fighters, and I think that is probably the bow you want for your arcane archer. So basically you have to do the knolls first to save the inventory, become friendly, and then you go to Joaquin's Rest, and you get your special inventory from the people that are in there. So thanks for joining me. I will see you in the next video, and let's hope I keep living through this honor run. See you later. Bye.